Good morning, everybody from Universal Orlando Resort. We're here today to do some spooky shenanigans related to Halloween Horror Nights. We're here today to do the behind the screens, unmasking the horror, whatever you want to call it, tour. 3 houses, but we also have some other stuff construction-wise that we're going to show off, store-wise, all kinds of horror goodness. We'll drop chapters down below so you can skip ahead to avoid any type of spoilers that you don't want to see. Alright, so coming up on the All Hallows Eve Boardwalk Boutique, newly remodeled. We have Lil Boo with some X's through them. But also, more importantly, information is out for the next HHN tribute store, and where you too can have your photo plastered all over things for people to look at you and say, "Ooh, isn't that so-and-so?" But you can be a can of oil or a crate of flour or coffee beans, and any of those things, it comes with a free poster. What do we have here? The Skull Smash. Ah. Little sweets. All kinds of new stuff for Horror Nights. Look at that. Very David Bowie-esque. Most people going to Horror Nights that are into this would probably have no idea who David Bowie is. Oh, look at this beanie. That's a thing. It's a wild paw. Look at it's Lil Boo. And more Lil Boo. And more Lil Boo. You got a Lil Boo when you're going to sleep, so you can dream a Lil Boo. A Lil Boo poster. Lil Boo everything. Look at this. Very circus-like. Hudson Pier. Smells delightful in here. Pay no attention to those bugs. More Lil Boo. The Hudson Pier slideshow. It's the Wizard from the Summer Shop. Major Sweets, is that you? There he is, the embodiment of Lil Boo.
Lanyard pouch that goes with it. You can look that up. In fact, there it is. Lanyard pouch. Me. Hello.
Snitches get stitches. Wow, that's a thing. Alright, everybody, back at Universal Studios. We're here to do a little Halloween Horror Nights pre-gaming action as you're coming up to the gates. You can see that they've added trusses and speakers. Good stuff. Alright, so trusses. The stage again like they had last year for Dr. Oddfellow. Likely for the icons here this year. Twin icons this year, Surreal and Sinister, both with the number 3 in their names. For some bizarre reason. Where the Scream Queen zone will be, there's still nothing out here hard prop wise. Likely because of the mega parade that needs to come through here. Only trusses with speakers. Halloween Horror Nights. The punk rock edition. Again, advertising the Megalomania for the next tribute store. All good. Yep. In case you guys were interested in when the Halloween Horror Nights tribute store will open up, it'll be open August 30th. Dun dun dun! We're gonna head into one of the few areas that really has any sizable props that are out for Halloween Horror Nights. In the New York Central Park area, and this will be the Swamp Scare Zone. But before we get over to the swamp, food stand over here is already established. El Mercado de los Monstruos. And we've got piggies. Piggy. He's so cute. Let's take him home. Let's head into the swamp, shall we? Lots of boats have just washed up. I feel like these rocks are reused from prior years. More barrels. We love ourselves a barrel for Horror Nights. More barrels. Ooh, they've decorated this since the last time we were here. We got a little owl. A picnic basket. All good monsters like picnics. Bray Wyatt's lantern. And a half a boat. Oh, hey. Got a big airboat. It's crashed. Poor airboat. I don't see a driver anywhere, though. Hope he's okay. There's another rocking chair, too. Because you know, in the bayou, they only use rocking chairs in the bayou.
They use rocking chairs.
Only rocking chairs.
Haven't you ridden Pirates of the Caribbean?
Only rocking chairs. Exclusively. Oh, look at this guy. He's a scary turtle. Oh, they added a skinny door up there to go along with the short king doors that are in the zone. That's a really small door, too.
It's a real plastic bottle. They just have it.
That's crazy. You got to be a thin short king to get through that door, unless you crash through the bottom like the Kool-Aid man. More barrels. Oh, lily pads. Uh-huh. More stuff. Oh, they got rid of the short king doors. Oh no, it's not a rocking chair, therefore it's not the bayou. There's a window in the swamp. Because there's always windows in the swamp. And a tire. Oh, they have a screen door. That is the entrance to Cramerica. Oh, look at this. What could be under that tarp? It's hard to imagine what that could be. Also, they're playing Chariots of Fire next to this alligator in the swamp. Let's listen a minute so we can appreciate this fine music. Oh my goodness, there's another alligator over here. So scary. Towards the back of the park, they already have some food booths that are set up here. No menus available yet. All right, exiting out of London, coming into San Francisco. You can see new signage up above Blumhouse. There's also a stage over here, which is kind of outside where the NBC bar was last year. No word on that coming back or not. But over here in Blumhouse, we have the stages set up, and we've got speakers, and we've got triggers over here. And we have the logo already coming apart. We got some other areas over here. This is obviously for Freaky. Got that guy up top there. Beaverhead. And these lockers. Maybe one of the most important things in this zone is that they have that projector up there. What will it be projecting? Probably Blumhouse stuff, let's be real. But they took all the cars out of here that were here for Fast and Furious outside the ride. And interestingly, the projector is facing this way. So I guess they'll have some type of screen up here. Back at Halloween Horror Nights 25, when they did the all-night die-in, they also had a projector, but it was facing that way. But there is a significant amount of stuff that is out here. Oh, look at this black phone. Assuming this will be the area where the grabber is. The area code on this phone is 219. 219, anybody? More Blumhouse stuff and more scratches on the stuff here about triggers, speakers. But there you go. Wow, this really has the potential of being the best zone. At least IP-wise, I'm assuming Megan will be on one of these stages. I'm just curious what characters will be on stages versus wandering the street here. You got this purple wreath here also, indicative of the Purge. Also, Fog Machine. We've made our way over to where the Torture Fair scare zone will be. Really not much as far as props being out here. There is this one booth here, Torture Goods. At the end of the zone here, you can see that they've got their stage built out. This is really small, but I gotta be honest, I kind of love it. I love this Iron Maiden here. Scream for me, Universal Studios! And look at this. There's something just happening to hang here. Not like it could be somebody from their feet with their head in the barrel. Got food booth out here now. This is a tribute to Ivan Reitman from Ghostbusters, Ivan's New York City Deli and Grocery, and then a little Frozen Empire. They look great. They look great, Paul.
What did I do?
They look great.
They look fantastic.
Maybe ice cream. Maybe a rat on a stick. Will there be a bodega cat? That's what we want to know.
We need a bodega cat. I don't know.
More food booths, twisted tater tots. Okay. And the Twilight Tavern. Over in the Music Plaza, we have Olympics and Insidious. So one last thing to take a look at as we wrap up previews here. Inside Sahara Traders, which is the gift shop at the exit of Mummy, in addition to normal cool stuff like this, we have a preview of things to come for Halloween Horror Nights, including the tribute store and other areas.
Oh yeah, looks like I'm completely. Oh, there we go.
Beware the bat. These shipments are coming from Cary, Ohio. What does it mean? And it's all part of Fathom Corp. Now, as always with the Unmasking the Horror Tour, we can take photos inside of the houses in some strategic places that they allow you to, but there is no video allowed. So I'll take you guys along for the journey and show you some photos. And here we go. Also, as a reminder, there are two types of the Unmasking the Horror Tour, a 3-house tour and a 6-house tour. The houses are different for each of the tours. None of them include A Quiet Place this year. The 3-house tour that we're doing today includes 3 originals: Slaughter Cinema, the Museum, and the Triplets of Terror. Slaughter Cinema is the house that I am most looking forward to this year outside of A Quiet Place. And it is a sequel to a house that I think was in like 2017-ish, 2018-ish time period that spawned the last 2 Yeti houses that were standalone as well. Everybody else seemed to be here yesterday on Sunday for the first day. It's a big hashtag first. We came on Monday, so we figured we would avoid the crowds and maybe have a better run at it since they've done it already for one day. Oh, we've made it in. Getting our lanyards on. Got some costumes here. So spooky. Spooky ooky. This is what we're looking like inside with our brand new lanyards. And we're off. We gotta walk to the back of the park. Hey everybody, just injecting some clips at home in between looking at the stuff on the Unmasking the Horror Tour. Sooner than trying to remember every last detail that they tell you on the tour and having this video be about another 3 hours long, I'm just going to show a montage of the photos that we're allowed to take. There's not a ton of photos that you're allowed to take within each house, and again, there's no video allowed, but they do tell you strategic areas that you're allowed to take photographs, and they also give you some history of the houses as well. We started off with the museum house, and essentially the story of the house is that this stone that's on display, the rotting stone, is kind of infecting the rest of the house, and the exhibits and things are coming to life, basically. They also explain that each house this year has a specific keyword while they were in production that was geared back towards some type of a dessert item. So the museum house was geared towards baklava, which was kind of more of an exotic type of dessert, hence all of the exotic type of exhibits that they have within the museum itself. One of the best rooms in this house as you're going along that we were not allowed to take photos of involves Vikings. So I'm anxious to see what that room actually looks like while it is in production, because all we did was see all of the static props and be able to walk through them as we went through the backstage tour. But here you go. Here's some photos of the museum. Welcome back. The next house up on the tour was Slaughter Cinema 2, and this is the house that I was most excited for, at least original-wise, from Universal this year. Slaughter Cinema 2 is a sequel to Slaughter Cinema 1, which I believe was either 2017, 2018, I think it's 2018, and that spawned a bunch of kind of offshoot houses with the Yetis. It also has been featured throughout the park with other things, like even the summer tribute store had video, fake video cassettes made up of like Beast Baby and Planet Terror, I think was the other one. This house actually looks as good as what I had kind of thought hype-wise it should look like. Plenty of different rooms, including like a horror Christmas type room, and most appealing to me, there's a heavy metal massacre type of room also, which is just amazing. With that heavy metal room, There's one or two rooms or section. There's one room within that heavy metal area that is 3D enabled, but they're calling it bring your own 3D glasses. So it's they explained that it was like the red and blue type glasses that you would have from years gone by, and they would work with some of the effects in one of the rooms in that area. There's also an underwater section of that house with a big Jaws-esque type puppet that requires about 85 pounds of counterbalance weight on the back with a puppeteer in order to be able to move that and scare folks as they're going through, with some other animatronic type legs up above that are dangling, so it looks like the shark is about to attack them. That house should be amazing when it's going live, but here's some photos from it so you guys can check it out. The last house that we were able to see on the tour is back in the soundstage area. So think of front of the park. The first two houses were the sprung tent area in the back of the park. But soundstage house was the Triplets of Terror. And boy, oh boy, it is gory. This is a story of three kids that I think they're about 9 years old in the year 1984. And you'll see a lot of different 3 references throughout the house. So even the address of the house is 3324, which is kind of a call to it being Halloween Horror Nights 33 or Halloween Horror Nights 2024. It also is the date of birth for these kids, which is March 3rd. And in current year, it would be the massacre that's taking place is March 3rd, 2024. The initial slayings take place March 3rd, 1984. So the house starts off with a scene, very gruesome, of the murders taking place in March of 1984, and their parents and grandparents in the house, and people losing their heads, all kinds of craziness. But you do see, again, a lot of 3s throughout the house, etc. Then you move into an area where there are podcasters or true crime folks that are kind of investigating this whole thing. And then the reproductions of these murders over the years, because it seems like every 10 years there's very similar murders that are taking place. And then you fast forward to 2024 and you're back modern day with adult characters that are performing these murders as well. The house is really gruesome and gore-tastic for folks that like that type of stuff for their haunted houses. But here you go. Here's some photos from Triplets of Terror. right, well, that is going to do it for this Halloween Horror Nights preview video. I'm not sure that we'll get back to the park again before the actual event kicks off in just another couple of weeks. But thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. We'll see you guys. Subscribe to the cheap seats, or he's going to kill me.